My dear, can you bring me the next applicants? We have Shea bin Abraham Joseph III. And can you fetch me some tea?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Not gonna lie, that was disrespectful as hell. This man really just name dropped this man's entire government name. That is crazy. Is that a musket, bro? Does this man really have a musket with a long piece of, what is this, paper? And ink with feathers. Interesting.
We're gonna react to like 6ix9ine was right by movie. I wish you like, wish you comment, subscribe. Let's go.
My dear, can you bring me the next applicants? We have Shea bin Abraham Joseph III. And can you fetch me some tea?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Not gonna lie, that was disrespectful as hell. This man really just name dropped this man's entire government name. That is crazy. Is that a musket, bro? Does this man really have a musket with a long piece of, what is this, paper? And ink with feathers. Interesting.
How you doing?
Bro, is that supposed to be 21 Savage, man? Like, no way, bro. So guys, for context, because I know a lot of people don't understand certain things without me explaining it, and understandably,
Ow, this shit, that's your lit.
this is my job. So basically 6ix9ine is beefing with 21 Savage, and apparently 21 Savage is originally from the UK, you know, the great British colonies and whatnot. Apparently his place of birth is London, England, United Kingdom. So this man has roots in the land of where English comes from, and apparently immigrated to America when he was like a kid. I think, what, 6 years old? According to Google, Sir 21 Savage came to America at the age of 7, with most appointed sources pointing to 1999, the turn of the century. And the reason for why 6ix9ine is now, you know, kind of creating this skit and cosplaying as an old Englishman is because he's trying to get 21 Savage in his feelings. After 21 Savage did a podcast-like interview with a fellow podcaster, you know, talking about his life, his achievements, how he's feeling, and the topic of 6ix9ine. And also Gunna came up, and this is what 21 Savage had to say about 6ix9ine.
Cause you got some nigga to fight through them narratives.
Them niggas still ain't getting no money like that, like they was. Still ain't getting no money like they was, like the rap boy.
Who?
We been wearing lace fronts and shit.
Who that?
6ix9ine.
The nigga who told in New York, man. Who told all them niggas in New York. The Mexican.
Oh, you
The
said he,
Mexican is wild. The Mexican, that nigga say, the Mexican.
The internet took his shit down.
I think he just stopped.
Nah, cause he can't go. Ain't no gas in the car, nigga. What you mean? He just stopped.
So obviously 6ix9ine saw that the Mexican from New York City, he's talking about 6ix9ine. And obviously, if you guys know historically, 6ix9ine does not take lightly to jabs being thrown his way. You know, the rainbow colored lace front wearing Mexican from New York City is very comical with his responses to people he perceives is throwing shots his way. And based off of an astute observation from a commenter by the name of Sean, he says 6ix9ine's response is gonna be funny as fuck. Another person said, I think 6ix9ine was and still is a bigger artist than 21 Savage. Another person said, had no energy like this before, got no energy like this for Gunna or Thug, which is true. Y'all love to pick and choose, LMAO. And for context, for those of you who are not privy to hip hop discussions, basically Gunna, you know, kinda basically snitched on Thug, right? And basically, I think the entire industry turned on Gunna, maybe aside from 21, because 21 tries to take the neutral approach, and then fast forward timeline, blah blah blah, a Thug gets out after, I suppose, cooperating with the police, and based off of the code of ethics of the streets and what snitching is defined as by gang culture, Thug also snitched to get out of jail or to get a lightened sentence. And basically that's when the hypocrisy and the double standards were shown. Basically all the energy that people had for Gunna and 6ix9ine was now just absent person. It was invisible. Like John Cena for Thug. Like nobody came at Thug the same way they came at Gunna or 6ix9ine. And now people are peeping that. They're like, what the? Yo, what's up? Are you not gonna put Thug on blast for snitching too? Because Thug did. We heard the footage earlier this year. This man has a mouth. I mean, he likes to gossip. Apparently, this guy was, you know, saying a whole bunch of stuff on wiretap, unbeknownst to him, I guess, through the jail recordings when he was talking to his girl. He was talking to police. He was kind of snitching by omission, you know, kind of alluding to certain things happening, basically cooperating. And in the streets, these gangsters say you should not cooperate by any means. You do not talk to the police. You deny everything. And, you know, 6ix9ine came out. He was angry about this. Basically angry
You
at the...
should be angry. But what? The double standard is crazy because you're bashing for snitching when young Thug do that shit. Y'all don't. The fuck?
fact that 21 Savage and people like him who came at him and Gunna aren't keeping the same energy towards a person like Thug.
I ain't gonna like that. You know what I mean? It might be an issue.
Right?
Yeah.
What if the baby come and smack your girl ass? What you gonna do? It's a different approach, right?
A little different approach, you know.
It's a different approach. You can't pick and choose, nigga. If you gangsta, stand on something, nigga. Not because one can do it. Oh, I don't know, bro. Shit. What, bro? Keep the same energy, bro. Ratting is ratting.
Not in this day and age. Based off of everything I've seen so far with my interest in rap and modern hip hop, and I've realized this for a long time, especially in my industry, literally the powers that be, they pick and choose who they give a pass to and who they don't based on if they like you. Literally, you can have two people do the same exact thing, the same exact crime, and one gets a slap on the wrist and the other gets max sentence 25 to life based off of if the person, the presiding powers, whether that's the lawyers, the attorneys, the judges, the juries, the politicians, like you or not. And in this case, it's the rappers and the record label execs and the music moguls who get to choose and pick who they like and they don't. Even Ebro, I believe he's like the director or leader of Apple, right? Apple Music, right? This guy, right? He controls playlisting for Apple Music, and he gets to technically, although I don't think this is legal, he gets to technically pick and choose who gets to be on the major playlists based off of if he likes them or not. And he was one of the major contributors to blackballing people like a 6ix9ine or blackballing people like an XXXTentacion when he was alive, I believe. Blackballing people like a Tory Lanez even before he was convicted and proven to have committed a crime. Although I believe in his case, he's still trying to contest that situation between him and Meg Thee Stallion. Like that entire situation was crazy in and of itself. Based off of what I heard, a lot of lies were going around, and yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. But in this industry, it's a pick and choose game. There are no fair set rules for everybody, bro. It's literally based off of emotions at this point. And if you're a likable person to the person who controls your playlisting or your check or the views you get or demonetization or strikes or whatever the case may be. So I understand why 6ix9ine is mad about the energy that he received. Like literally, this man was one of the most hated people in rap at one point in time. And why that energy? Because he quote unquote snitched on people who literally bro, they did him dirty. They stole millions from him. They slept with the mother of his child. They kidnapped him. They tried to get him killed. Of course he would have quote unquote I would have snitched. I have no loyalty to people who backstab me like that. So in my opinion, 6ix9ine did it for legit reasons. And then Gunna got out of jail after quote unquote snitching. Understandable. Gunna, I don't believe was ever really in the streets. He was just a rapper, right? Affiliated with people who were doing serious crimes. They came at him. Although his numbers are really good now, he excelled solo, despite being, I still believe, on the YSL label with Atlantic Records. Don't quote me. But now, after all the rallying against stitching in street codes and ethics and morals, you have King YSL himself, Young Thug, get out of jail after cooperating with police or law enforcement or investigators, which falls under snitching. And where's that same energy at? Like, I completely understand where 6ix9ine is coming from. I get it.
I don't care what nobody say. I think they should do Thug like they did 6ix9ine. I don't care. Y'all can get mad at me all you goddamn want. Shit, everybody else lost. Gunna lost.
Yo, Rolliver, here's the difference, though. Here's the difference. Nobody liked 6ix9ine before he got locked up. We loved
Everybody
Thug.
like the 6ix9ine.
We loved Thug.
So this what I'm saying. This what I'm saying. It was just an excuse. But like I said, bro, let's not make it about me. Let's make it about King Spider. The nigga went from a snake to a spider. Now he's a rat. Like, you know what I mean? He just
You went from a snake to a spider to a rat. Nigga, choose what you want.
Skins.
Not gonna lie, that is a crazy statement to make, bro.
Stop.
You know what I mean? The niggas changing skins. Like, what's up? Like,
He transforming.
how you go from
He's a
furry
transformer.
snake to a fucking tarantula? Now you a fucking rodent, nigga. Like, how many skins you got? This ain't Fortnite, nigga.
Bro, what is going on? Bro said he went from a snake to a tarantula to an effing rodent, bro. That is crazy, bro. Guys, I know I'm not really a hip-hop YouTuber. I'm not a music YouTuber, but I just found this funny because 6ix9ine came out with this video today of him dressed as some kind of British oligarch from like 150 years ago. And this is supposed to be 21 right here, getting his visa denied entry into America. So it's just funny to me. You know, 6ix9ine is a hilarious guy. I would never beef with him. Like, he would dig up everything in my life and clown me.
Yep, him. 6ix9ine and 50 Cent, a couple of them niggas, I don't want to beef with none of them niggas, alright? If I hear beef, I will. Hold on, give me.
I would never beef with him. Like, he would dig up everything in my life and clown me like forever. Like, he's like a protege of 50 Cent. If you guys know who 50 Cent is, 50 Cent is ruthless, right? If 50 Cent ever dislikes you, right, and he has his targets on you, his eyes on you, it's overcooked. Like, your image is like, don't beef with these guys. Do not beef with 6ix9ine or 50 Cent, bro, ever. And, you know, at this point in time, I understand hypocrisy. You guys understand I don't like hypocrisy with anything. In any industry, with any people, I want fair and balance and set rules for everybody. I don't like nepotism. I don't like double standards. I don't like favoritism. It pisses me off. You guys, if you've been listening to my content for a long time, you understand why I'm saying what I'm saying as a YouTuber or content creator, being unfairly targeted at points in my quote unquote career. Sorry, I'm getting a little flustered now. It's just, I kind of resonate with 6ix9ine in certain ways when it comes to the double standards and the blackballing. And, you know, I get it as to why, you know, it's crazy. 21, you gotta have the same energy, you and your people, that you had for 6ix9ine and Gunna. Like, come on, bro. If it's actually about the quote-unquote streets and no snitching policy and you hating rats, then you should hate Young Thug. You should give the same energy you gave to 6ix9ine and Gunna should be dealt to Thug as well. And that's just my opinion. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? For all my hip-hop heads in the comment section, you probably already understand what I'm saying. But, you know, for everybody else, that's pretty much the synopsis, all right? There's a whole lore. If you want to see exactly what happened with this entire situation, like the whole timeline, feel free to go check out Trap Lore Ross's video, Ratlanta, the embarrassing fall of Young Thug. It's on the Trap Lore Ross YouTuber page. You guys already know Trap Lore Ross. He's basically a hip-hop YouTuber. And yeah, all I gotta say is, man, the quote-unquote streets are dead. And by the way, if you're still in the streets above that of, like, I don't know, man, 21, bro, get your life together, get a job, a job, invest in some property. Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like that, leave the streets to the quote-unquote YNs, man. Like, genuinely speaking, it's corny, bro. It really is. Anyways, thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? And if you have any...
Alright. That was 6ix9ine was right. By Maury. He was right. Make sure like, make sure comment, make sure subscribe.